It is another chilly day. Now we're in December and it's like a time-honored tradition. We have lots and lots and lots of leaves. And maybe some places in the rest of the country have already gotten all of their leaves up. We're just getting started. And maybe we're a little late, but I try to wait until after these oak trees have dropped most of their leaves. But we got an extra special blessing, and it's this. Our neighbor across the field from us was getting up his leaves, and he uses one of those big leaf vacuums to pull them all up. So I walked over and I asked him, hey, what are you gonna do with all the leaves? And he said, probably just put them out back, maybe burn them. I said, how about this instead? We need them for our compost pile. He said, I'm glad to drop them off, and that's what we've got. So you might be wondering, why in the world would you want somebody else's leaves when you've got your own? Well, the simple reason is this. We want to take all of these piles of leaves and we want to put them over in our compost bays and let them start to break down. And that'll turn into really good, rich soil ready for the spring. And then I'll take all of our leaves that I get up, and I'm going to start doing that probably tomorrow. I'm going to put all of those over in the garden and let those form a nice bedding for that land and start to nourish it and get it ready for the next growing season. It's really simple. We want to use everything we've got out here on the homestead, including some things we might be able to pick up from our neighbors, and put it back to work. Those leaves would have just gone to waste. They would have been burned, or would have just sat there in a pile and really done nothing for them. But for us, they can go to work. But in order to make that happen, I've got to go to work. I've got to move all of these piles of leaves into our compost bays and let them start breaking down. The work's coming along great, and we're already making good progress. We're gonna have a lot of leaves in here. We may not have enough space, and if so, we'll take these leaves and we'll put them somewhere else. But this is great that we have access to this. I'm just reminded of how much I love this time of year. I love the winter and seeing the transition of the seasons. It's so neat to be outside. This is a great workout, fantastic for me physically, which I really enjoy. But it's also good to be out here and get a little bit of time in some solitude, just reflecting on the year. And I think that's what winter does for us. Winter makes us slow down, and it makes us think, and it makes us look back on what's happened over the past year. And taking these leaves and getting ready for the next year also makes me think about, well, what do we need to be preparing for next year here on the homestead? Obviously we would like to have the garden produce even more, and we're on track to be able to do that. It'll be year 2. And we'll have more coming our way, which will be great. But we also want to think more about chickens. We've had chickens we've had laying hens to get eggs, but we also want to think about raising some chickens for meat as well. I've never done that before. So being out here right now, moving these leaves around, great time for me to think about what we can do in the year ahead and how we might be able to make that happen. But these piles of leaves, they're not going to move themselves. So time to get back to work, and let's make it happen. That definitely went a lot further than I was expecting. My compost bins are overflowing with leaves, which is awesome because these leaves, as they get wet, as they break down, they're gonna compact, and then they'll start to really break down, and there'll be a lot less in here. Also, we've got some awesome, we throw our kitchen scraps out here regularly. We've got some things that Melinda has been cooking with the last couple of days. We're gonna throw that out here. I've even got a chance to be able to get some horse manure where our daughter does horseback riding. We'll be able to mix that in here as well. Should make this stuff really, really rich. Well, we're all done, and I can only think of one final thing to do with a gigantic pile of leaves, and it's this. Woo! Woo! All right, thanks for joining us. This is season 2. We're glad you're coming along on the journey with us. Watch as we turn this stuff right here into some awesome soil that we'll get to use in the spring. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and also if you are a subscriber, hit that little bell icon and it will give you a notification every time we publish a new video. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon.